Hi, I'm Glenn with Brookshire Grocery Company, and today I'd like to talk about seafood. In particular, what I think is the king of seafood, lobster. Now I know what you're thinking. You only order that at restaurants, but I'm going to show you the easiest way you can pull it off at home, impress your family and friends, and save you a lot of money. Now there are all kinds of ways you can cook lobster. You can steam it, you can grill it, you can broil it, you can boil it. I think the easiest way is steaming. Now you're going to need a good sized pot to put your lobsters in, and you'll also need a steamer basket or some way to keep it off the bottom. This pot actually has a built-in wrap that you simply put inside, and you fill it with about an inch of water, bring it to a boil, and then you'd add your lobsters. As far as cooking times go, you want to cook about 5 minutes per half pound. So a 1 pound lobster, you're talking about 10 minutes. If a pound and a half lobster, between 10 and 15 minutes should be reasonable cooking time. Now the steamer pot is boiling, and I've got some butter that I'm melting, and we're going to use this for the lobster. We're going to add a little lemon to it here in just a moment. But first, whenever you put your water on to boil, what you'll want to do is take your lobsters and place them on a sheet pan and put them in the freezer for about 30 minutes. This will anesthetize the lobsters and make them a little bit easier to handle. Once that's done, simply pull them out. Water's going. We'll add them to the pot. Now you can do several of these at a time, and we'll probably cook those about 12 minutes. Now that we've got about 12 minutes of cook time on these lobsters, we're going to go ahead and take them out of the pot. Watch it, they're going to be very hot. Might be a little drippy. So use the lid to sort of carry them over to your work surface. Now as I said, very hot. You'll need to give them a minute or two before you can handle them. Now, what you'll do to start is you can go for the rubber bands. You'll want to cut those off. Now, do a twist on all the claws. We'll start taking these off. So again, like I said, they're kind of hot, so be careful. So now, you can use the traditional lobster crackers, or I like to use the back of a knife. And what you'll do to get at the meat is you'll take the back side of the knife, the back edge, the flat side, slowly start cracking. This is going to make a bit of a mess. A lot of people like to do stuff outside. You can serve them simply cracked like that. Or if you want to take all the guesswork out of it for somebody, you can go ahead and remove the meat that way. Just do that to all the claws. Now for the body, this is probably one of the easier things to do. Is you're going to hold the lobster flat. You can either do it on the stomach, or you can do it on the back. What you're going to want to do, either you can separate, if you want a little bit more cleaner look, you can separate the tail. And from there, you'll split the lobster right down the tail. There'll be a vein that you want to remove. If there is a vein, you'll remove it. It's usually right along here. Go ahead and pull that out. There, you might find some of the intestines there. You'll want to scrape those away. Got 2 clean lobster tails, and you'll serve that with your claws. And there you go. So how impressive was that? What a way to make a special meal for Valentine's. You can find this recipe and others online and in the February issue of Celebrate Cooking. It's free at your local Brookshire's.